here at South by Southwest with Benjamin Holland, great Dutch name, and he basically gave a talk about electric car and the state of the electric cars in the US. It did not make me happy. I'm not going like, it's not a very exciting story so far.
Was it not? Was it too negative for you? Well, I think we're in a situation right now that it's kind of make or break for the industry, and I think the next year or 2 years are going to be very important for the industry. What needs to happen is that demand needs to increase, and there are a couple, big factors that are going to come into play to make that happen.
So what are the big obstacles here? Because I'm here in Austin, Texas. This is a progressive town. I haven't seen one electric car. I've seen no charging station. The numbers in the US, 10,000 volts and 10,000 Nissan Leafs, are not very impressive. What's holding it up?
I don't know. Actually, the numbers are lower than that. So. I think it's public sentiment. I think the main thing that we need to do is really increase education, and we need a clear and consistent message around why this technology.
But you have Obama going, "I'm going to buy a Volt," and I mean, the Republicans complain that the Chevy Volt is a political car.
Yeah.
So you have a very enthusiastic president who really wants to put it forward. Doesn't that mean anything?
I think we're in challenging economic times, and here in the United States, we have a difficult political environment. When we first started launching these initiatives for electric vehicles, it was in 2008, 2009. The excitement level was very high, and of course, we hit some difficult economic times, and I think that the electric vehicles have become a bit of a political punching bag since then, but it may be a sign of good things as well. So as bad as it can get, eventually sentiment...
It's not a hype anymore. The hype is now in depression.
Yeah. So, but from here, I think we'll find that people are going to start asking real questions about, okay, what is great about this technology? What's great about these cars? I want to learn more. So they're not going anywhere. Every major automaker across the world is planning to release an electric vehicle in the next 2 to 3 years. Yeah. So this is a real commitment.
Yeah. So, but the consumers are not buying the two cars which are available, the Volt and the Leaf, in any kind of numbers. You said also that the Toyota Prius just hit a million, so less than 1/4% of all the American cars.
Sure. Let me put those electric vehicle numbers in context, though. You often hear these negative stories or read these negative stories about electric vehicle sales. When the Toyota Prius came to the United States, it sold about 5,600 units. Both the Nissan Leaf and the Chevy Volt have individually beat that target. So I think the Nissan Leaf sold close to 10,000 models this year, and the Volt was just a tad below that. So it's a positive thing. You're talking about a new technology and the fact that we are in a sort of worse economic climate than we were when the Prius came in 2000.
I heard GM made more profit this year or in 2011 than they ever did before in their life. So they sold a lot of these gas-gobbling vehicles, these huge cars which you see driving here.
Yeah, I think the sales often correspond with the gas prices, and people have become more tolerant of higher gas prices. And maybe
even though electricity is 4 times cheaper here than in Europe.
Right. So we definitely have some difficulties with the industry, and I think.
But is it the industry? Is it products? Is it infrastructure? Or is it mentality of the people?
Oh, it's certainly mentality of the people. I think it's a hard transition to make. I mean, there was a question in our panel earlier where somebody asked about the sort of emotional connection to driving a gasoline-powered vehicle, that sort of rumble that you feel. That's going to shift a little bit, and this technology offers a different kind of emotional technology.
Yeah, because all the electric people in the session who had an electric car were very enthusiastic.
Yeah, certainly.
Same with the crazy enthusiasm about it. So do you think that this whole industry will need 5 years to get going, or 10 years? Where do you think it will go?
I couldn't put a number on it, but I think the next few years will be very interesting.
Okay, thank you.